2021, baby. This our time. This our time. Football sports. The street. This our time. This our time. Yeah. This our time. Football sports.
Of it, things are getting back to it normal.
Yeah.
Because when we came, the time I got to China, the first place, like from September, you will see the weather was a little cold.
Yeah.
But now it's like it's
almost winter. It's like it looks like almost winter.
Summer.
Sometimes it comes back to summer, like it comes back. So I think China is notable of its bipolar weather already. But I think this post-COVID is bringing a little bit of twist in it because I think for the past 10 years Beijing has witnessed its heaviest snowfall in decades. So I think post-COVID activities is getting on its high, and I'm sure factories are working at their maximum, and activities are going on back as normal. So I think we should expect such disasters around with the weather and all that. But I think global warming is a serious thing that we all need to think about.
So I think even just quite recently they went for the meeting, the G20 or something. They were talking about how to maintain the weather, how to keep the weather to its shape. So I think very soon the heads of state are going to sit down and come up with some policies that is going to help.
They think basically they need to think on their feet, because the world is the only place we have in the solar system, or in the planet, this planetary system that we have. It's only the earth that we have, so we need to put in measures, we need to put in policies to protect the environment from our human activity that is going to try and destroy it. So I think it is high time we human beings take responsibility for the weather or for the society.
All right, so we just need to make sure we keep warm, because from now going the weather is going to be just here and there, so we need to keep ourselves safe. Sure. Because here in China we know when it's winter, the way this place become cold. If you don't take care, you're going to get sick.
So I think we should be dressing to expect any form of weather. I think keeping warm is better than getting cold. So I think
all right. So viewers, if you're watching on this Footnote Sports stream and we bring you the real analysis, you see we were trying to educate people about the weather, what is going on in the weather system. So viewers, welcome back to another episode of Footnote Sports stream. Last week we brought you some interesting analysis. Today we are going to take you through the international break, coaches, new managers who will be managing other teams, and also we will take you through the World Cup qualifiers. Anyway, I'm Mark Wells, you can call me MC, and today I have with me Kingsley. You see, all the time he's here. Abeku has been very supportive to Footnote Sports stream, and he's going to be here with me all the time. So Kingsley, welcome back to Footnote Sports stream.
Thank you. I'm doing good. I hope you're also doing good.
I'm doing great. Sure. Okay, so viewers, without wasting any time, let's get to business. Before we get to business, viewers, if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, so that anytime we upload a video you will get notified. And viewers, please like the page and share. Keep your comments coming and we will get back to you. Okay viewers, today let's start. We are going to start with coaches moving to new clubs. We know last week or last 2 weeks Xavi moved to Barcelona. And before the international break, we heard news, rumors that Dani Alves, his teammate, has joined him to play for Barcelona, and he was saying something like he's not going because of their money, but he's going to just help bring the name of Barcelona back. What do you think?
Basically, I think it's going to boost the morale of the boys. They're going to learn more experience from Daniel Alves, because he's a great footballer, and I think he's the most capped player in the world. He has a lot of caps. He has won a lot of trophies. Because around with 43 trophies so far. So I think it's a good thing, but we all know it can bring its good side and also it's ups and downs. So I hope that the ups are more than the downs, because we all know how if former players go to their former team, they feel that they are bigger than the club or something like that. But I think Barca doesn't need a lot of distraction now. They really need, the camp should be calm. They need people talking to the players, very good man managing at this point, because they have a lot of young players.
To look up to.
Because Gavi, they have Pedri, they have Anthony Fati. So I think it's a good time. It's a good time that Daniel Alves is coming, but he really needs to give the club his all. So I think that's very important. I think Xavi too was trying to bring in 10 rules. 10 rules. He brought some firm 10 rules, of which I think some are good, but some are also kind of like ambiguous, because you can't tell the players not to engage in dangerous activity. But what qualifies to be dangerous activity? Is it skating? Is it badminton, or is it wrestling, or what? So you need to be. We know that he wants to bring the club up, but he should be very careful. He should tread carefully, because these players have families. You can't be telling Piqué, because I think one of the rules he was trying to say that they should eat lunch at the exact time. They shouldn't eat mayonnaise. They shouldn't eat ketchup and all that. But you can't tell Piqué what to eat.
Or you played with him.
We've played with him, and these players are very stubborn, because they are making millions. Most of them are millionaires. So so you can't tell them what to eat. But I think they need to respect Xavi, and if they want to succeed, I think they need to follow the rules and find a way.
So you could see he's trying to bring the tiki-taka back, right?
The tiki-taka, it will take time. I know, like it will take time, because the players are good. The players are good, but I think now football is evolving. It's not all about the tiki-taka. It's all about like more speed game, and you pressing the team. As soon as you lose the ball, you need to get the ball back, because that's the best way to defend. The best way to defend is to attack, and to press more. So I think the tiki-taka, he might bring some element of tiki-taka, but I think he also have his own philosophy, and I'm sure. I'm sure maybe it's going to really help.
Okay, so let's look at the EPL. Like the EPL also
managers.
There have been some new managers introducing new managers. Like the likes of Aston Villa. You see. Now I learned Steven Gerrard. Is now going to manage Aston Villa and all that stuff. So do you think he's going to succeed, because his counterpart, like Frank Lampard, didn't at least succeed in Chelsea? So picking up Aston Villa is not a small team.
It's not a
so
small
picking
team.
up Aston Villa, do you think things are going to work out for him?
I think with Aston Villa, I think the pressure is a little bit down now as compared to Chelsea. Chelsea is pedigree in this 21st century is way higher than Aston Villa. Okay. So I think with Aston Villa, they need to really take their time for Steven Gerrard, was moving from Rangers. They played last season. Rangers played unbeaten in their Scottish League, and that's a record, because Celtic was dominating for 9 years.
Oh, okay.
So Steven G went there to break the winning streak, and qualify to the Europa and all that. So I think Steven Gerrard I think has some level of experience, but we all know EPL is a different ball game together, you know. So we just need to hope that the players play to the instruction of Steven Gerrard. And let's see, because we are now Liverpool is trying to look at Steven Gerrard's progress to see that after Klopp, will Steven Gerrard be able to handle Liverpool? So I think for at the perspective of Liverpool, it's a very good test.
It's a project.
Yeah, it's a project, and it's a very good test for Steven G to prove the point. Because as for Liverpool, we are not going to tolerate that type of that. You are a former player, so automatically you need to come and handle the team. No. We don't go by that philosophy.
You get experience.
They need to get experience because it's a very big club, and we wish him all the best. And I think in the next few weeks, he's coming to Anfield to come and play Liverpool. So we'll welcome him.
But you see, let's take it from this angle. You see, so which means if Steven Gerrard is able to succeed in Aston Villa, then which means you guys are going.
Oh yeah. Basically, I think that's the long-term plan of Steven Gerrard to return.
So as a manager. How many years left for Klopp to?
Okay. So Klopp, you can give Klopp 2 to 3 years more. 2 to 3 years more, because I think eventually Klopp will definitely leave. Yeah, will pave way for Steven. If even he sees that, because Klopp understands Liverpool, he understands the culture, he understands the tradition behind Liverpool. So he will even like if Steven Gerrard is performing well, I'm sure he's even going to tell the management that it is time for Steven Gerrard to return back to Anfield. So let's give Steven Gerrard 2 to 3 years and let's see what happens.
Okay. Yeah. So he's yet to start with his matches. So
So we are hoping to see
after like 2 to 3 matches, we did to Patrick Vieira, then we start to
see
his performance and All right, so let's look at Norwich. Norwich also sacked their manager, and they have Dean Smith as their new manager. So
but
I think after the international break, the EPL is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
A relegated team, at their verge of going for relegation, and they're bringing in a new manager. Let's see what he can do.
I think any new manager that comes has no excuse, because we have about almost 28 more matches to play.
Oh, but come on.
So 28 more matches more to play, and
they are the bottom. So what?
But basically, if you check at the EPL, you only need 40 to 45 points to escape relegation.
Are you trying to tell me Norwich can score all teams?
No, but the most important thing, you need to go in for you need to have a game plan to survive relegation. Their teams.
And do you think the other teams are going to sit for?
Yeah, so that's why they are paying them the big money. They are paying them millions to deliver. So I think Dean Smith, I think he was handling Aston Villa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like they're just recycling managers in the EPL. But let's see what Mike Dean. Mike Dean is a very good coach, because last year he took Aston Villa to, I think, nearly qualifying for the Europa Conference League.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think they were 10th or so. Yeah, so I think Mike Smith is a very good coach. I think things didn't go on well because he lost 5 games straight with Aston Villa. That's why they sacked him.
Yeah,
so going to Norwich have pretty good players like Timo Pukki and Gilmore. Billy Gilmore from your side, and they have this Ozak Kaba or something like. So they have pretty, and their keeper Tim Curl is a very experienced keeper. So I think they need to just find a formula. They can't be playing all out. That's what Burnley have been doing to survive. Sit back, forget about playing nice football. Sit back, try and score 1 goal, come and defend. You win by 1-0 or defend, play 0-0. You have 1 point. It's better than losing. Than losing all the points. So I think they need to have a strategy to stay up.
And you did mention of Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle
also has
I think Eddie Howe. I think Eddie Howe is also a good manager, even though he took Bournemouth to relegation, I think 2 years ago. But he has experience to handle the team. I think he is just a short-term coach, because I think Newcastle, with all the money that they have, they just want to survive this season, then basically go in the next season with a top class coach, so that they have the money to spend. So they need a world class coach to also complement the spending. So I think it's just a short term fix for Newcastle. But it's EPL. It's EPL. We should expect more brilliant games coming up because of the managerial changes. Now there's going to be a lot of different tactics in the
so there's going to be more experience in the game, right?
Yeah, there's going to be more experience.
So looking at these coaches, these newly coaches, who do you think is going to last? I'm trying to include Xavi, even though he is not in the EPL, but we are just looking at the managerial scale. Who do you think is going to last? Because we know Barcelona, sometimes they just will give you more time to handle, but who do you think is going to last in terms of performance?
Okay, so let me take it this way. We'll start from Xavi. For looking at the circumstances around Barcelona, Barcelona doesn't have the luxury to go and chase world-class coach because they don't have the money to pay them. So I think Xavi is going to last longer. Then let's come to Dean Smith. So Dean Smith is I think Dean Smith has the propensity to be sacked first. And I think because Norwich, I don't know how.
I think they have about 5 points or 6.
Yeah, they have 5 points, sitting the same point with Newcastle. But I think Eddie Howe is going to take the team to finish the season. I'm for sure. Steven G will definitely continue. So I think the person whose head is going to be on the chopping board is going to be Dean Smith once again. Yeah, I think he is going to be the manager that will not last longer among the 4 managers. And I think Frank Lampard was smart to realize that. That's why he rejected the offer from Norwich. He rejected the offer from Norwich.
It was scared, between Dean Smith and Frank Lampard.
Yeah, but he's scared. I think as a manager, you shouldn't be scared. You need to prove that you are the top manager. Right. You want to be the top manager. You need to take teams on. By the next, Frank Lampard checking out. So I think with that attitude, I don't think he can manage one of the big teams. Because you need to prove your point with this.
I think it's time. Like maybe he will just try.
He's just afraid. He's just afraid. He's just checking out because he thought that it's going to be a disaster for him. But as a manager, you need to take up challenges. You need to take up challenges to prove, because if you are managing the teams like Manchester City, Liverpool, and it has its own challenges, but when you're handling this mid-range team to relegation team, it proves that you learn more because you are being beaten and you need to learn, you need to find solution, and the more you find solution, the more you become creative and the more you improve on your tactics. So I think you should experience a very good.
Alright, so viewers, if you're watching us this Footnote Sports stream, and we bring you the real analysis. Okay, so if you are seated here, I have with me Abeko in the studio, and as usual, I'm Mark Wills. You can call me MC. Okay, so viewers, please, if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please kindly click on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And also, please like the page and share the video for us, and let your comment keep coming. All right, so viewers, we are moving to the international break. You see, today, this week, we are not going to give you details about the matches played. You know the players are on international break. But first, before we discuss the World Cup qualifiers, you see, coaches were complaining. They keep on complaining, like they've made this complaint for some time now that they don't really like the international break. With your own perspective, what do you think?
I think they have the right to complain, because for the international, we know everybody loves their country, but for international games, we just play like 4 matches, 5 matches. But we are talking about the leagues. We are playing it across the entire season, and that's the reason why Klopp always complained bitterly, and people are calling him the excuse manager and all that, or Liverpool is the excuse FC. But that's the fact. The fact is that international break, some of them are going to play on very bad pitches. You feel me? So and that's going to cause injury to the players, because now Liverpool, we are now facing Mane got injured during the international break.
I heard of that.
So
we're going to even talk about
Mane got injured, and quite a lot of players got injured, and if
Partey is even injured.
So if that happens, it's going to bring poor quality, because now players are not willing to give in their best because they are not really 100% fit. So it's going to affect the quality of play in the leagues and all that. So I think the international break, they need to find a solution to how it is being played. If they are going to give all the players maybe 1 month to clear all the international games, let's just do it that way, so that we know that they go and they don't have to every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks we have to break camp and all that. I mean, it distorts the tactics of the club coaches and all that. So, and it is the club that are paying them the huge bucks. They are paying them millions of euros and millions of pounds sterling and all that. So I think they need to reconsider how the international. We know that World Cup is a very prestigious tournament to play in, but they need to find a way to protect the players and to protect the clubs.
All right, so to the World Cup qualifiers, I want us to look at the upset of the major European countries who couldn't take the automatic spot. Let's look at that aspect. Major European country who couldn't take the automatic spot.
Yeah, I think the one that stands out is the Portugal versus Serbia, and the greatest of all time couldn't come to the party.
So you can see it's really affecting him both at club side and international.
Like when I was coming, I was just thinking about is it the side effect of playing for Manchester United? Because it looks like,
why are you always on Manchester United?
No, but no. Manchester United is one of the greatest clubs.
On
this planet.
No doubt about that. Yeah.
So like Bruno Fernandes, I watched the game, was like terrible. They couldn't even string more than 5 passes. Portugal. So I'm sure they're having problems with the club coaches.
So it's a psychological thing.
No, it's a psychological thing because you spend most of your time at the club level. Mm-hmm. You just come to the international for international games to just basically come and do just warm up, and the coach just do 1 or 2 tactical training and all that. But majority of your play, your technique, the improvement of your technique and your abilities are being enhanced during your club time. So if your club is the coaches at the club, the midfield coaches, those who are supposed to train you tactically at your club side are weak, you're going to definitely affect your play in the national level. But let's put that aside. I think the coach, I think Fernando, the coach of Portugal, didn't really play to the tune of the players because they were all over the place, and Serbia came with a game plan. Serbia has some stars like.
But Serbia is not back.
Yeah, they have Tadic. They have I think Mitrovic scored the winning goal because they lost 2-1, and Serbia have taken the automatic spot, and now Portugal has to wait and play in the for the playoffs now to try and see if they can make it, but they're going to face tough oppositions like Italy. Italy also couldn't take the automatic spot, and I think Sweden also couldn't take the automatic spot. I think Poland is also there with Lewandowski, and so they are going. It's going to be a very interesting playoffs, and let's see. That I think 4 teams that will include those who have taken the automatic spots to qualify for Qatar 2022. So I think. And also Italy is also disappointed. The Azzurri boys also disappointed in this World Cup qualifier because they thought automatically Italy would take that automatic spot, and it couldn't happen. So I think it's a whole lot of surprises in Europe, and I think Sweden's game against Spain was a very tough game because the one who will win will qualify, and I think Spain, the young boys, proved that they are still on top. They're on top. They brought in Ibrahimovic to come and rescue them, but it couldn't because even if the main goats couldn't even rescue Portugal, why not the old OG? So he couldn't also rescue Sweden. So I think it's generally. It's good for the playoffs. Well, I think we are going to see more exciting games during. But
you see, there's something that I've always been thinking about. Like, you see, other countries, they try to use their old players. Even looking at Cristiano Ronaldo and Ibrahimovic, you were talking about, they are old, right? In the field of play. Let's look at Africa. I just want us to make a quick comparison before we move on. You see, how old is Asamoah? At least 35 or something.
Yeah, 35.
And Cristiano Ronaldo is even older than him.
Yeah, that's
right? And Ibrahimovic is 40 or 39 or 40. 39, so but they are still playing. So why is that Africans, we try to trash our players at the early stage? When they get to around 30, 31, then we just trash them. We just say, we kill their career or something.
Yeah, but me and you know,
You and I know what.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know that we in Africa basically we have the football age. So Samuel Jan is basically trying to say he's 33 or 34.
Oh no, like we are just looking at the all things being equal.
Yeah, all things being equal. All things being equal, but the fact is that the performance on the pitch would.
But he was doing well.
Yeah. So for Asamoah Gyan is an exception because Asamoah Gyan is doing well. And even if you put in Asamoah Gyan in Black Star now,
I studied something about him even at Legon City.
Yeah.
His idea was not to score. His idea, you see, he started doing this thing like not to score. At first, he used to be then kind of people who wants to score.
Yeah.
At any point in time, he wants to score, and just to claim some kind of glory or something. But then he got to some time, he stopped that thing.
Yeah.
Even playing as a striker, he wants to support
assist more.
Yeah,
to assist more.
You see him most of the time at the wing side trying to create chances for. You see, some players they played for long, so they know some tactics. And I don't know. Coaches have to realize something that if you have an old player in your team, sometimes the opponent even tend to like they become scared.
Scared of it.
This player is playing, so you say the defenders try to be like, this player we have to be careful. Let's try to focus on this player. Then it will give other
young players. So basically, what you're saying is true, but do the people have the patience to for the coach to engage in such tactics or such philosophy or such management? So I think it has its downside and its upside, because when you look at the situation in Portugal, you might think that Cristiano Ronaldo is causing the team more downfall. He's doing the team more good than more harm than good. So it has its side, and when it goes well for you, you say, okay, you need experienced players. But when it doesn't go well for you, you say you need more young players. Because now the football is about speed.
Because I think bringing in young players, it needs time. It takes time.
Yeah, it takes time.
They have to know each other, know their. It takes a lot of time. If you don't have patience, and that is yesterday I was listening to Avram Ben Moshe or something. He was saying something like after the match between South Africa and Ghana. He was saying something like Ghanaians have this attitude of bringing in different players, different squad for every game. And it's very bad. The players wouldn't get to know each other. Because playing with Lesotho, you have a different squad. Playing with even Mali, you have playing with Togo, you have a different. Then how do you expect them to perform well?
But not to throw the argument over the bar. But I think basically they're trying to treat, for example, Black Star as a making money organization or a team, because but always the way at the rate at which they call new players is it doesn't happen in anywhere in the world, because always changing keeper, like even with this World Cup qualifier we've changed keeper like 3 times. Why?
Okay.
Yeah, so I think.
All right, so viewers, if you're watching us once again, this is Footnote Sports Stream, and we bring you the real analysis. At this point, viewers, if you're watching us, please click on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and please like our page and share our videos. All right, so we are going to look at we are going to compare other continents qualification, the World Cup qualification, and let's check something, because it has come to my realization that it seems some other continent, before a team could qualify to the World Cup, it takes sweat. Like they pass through a lot before qualifying, but other continents too, like just a match I watched yesterday, 10-0. Come on,
Europe,
then you pass through an easy slot just to
it's a joke.
Qualify and come to the World Cup.
Yeah, I think I also observed that same thing.
Let's look at South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. Let's just give a quick analysis on this 4 continents.
Yeah, so basically, I think when it comes to World Cup qualifiers, the continent in which qualifying to any World Cup is the toughest is the Southern America, and the weakest is basically Europe, because as you said, I was also observing it during this international break. Germany scoring, I think, Lithuania 9-0. I think also
England
scoring San Marino
10-0. Come on.
And like a lot of matches ended up with 9-0, 10-0, 11-0, 6-0. Like I don't know what is really going on in Europe. So I think Europe, they need to really check that thing. They need to make sure, okay, let's divide the groups in two. Let's try and play the weaker teams who play among themselves, who qualify, who are going to meet the bigger team, so that we have more competitive games. But as I said, if you look at the way we play in Africa, it's kind of like it always takes out even the best out of the teams, because now that we are playing the qualifiers, the next stage is that all the best teams are now going to play games themselves. Yeah. So we realize that sometimes we end up sending weaker teams to the World Cup qualifiers because all the best teams that we know, like the likes of Cameroon, Senegal, Egypt, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, Ghana, Nigeria, tend to play each other, and now they eliminate themselves. And now we just take 5 teams to the World Cup, and now they complain that we are not performing well. So I think with Asia, it's a little bit even tougher than Europe. So I think they really need to look at that for the love of the game, to try and strengthen the European qualifiers. It needs to be much tougher, because you can't be scoring teams 9-0, 11-0, like it's all over the place. Like I don't know what they are doing now. Teams like Albania, Gibraltar, and all that, San Marino, we're talking about Luxembourg and all that. I don't know. Most of them are, if you take Europe, almost 90% are not football nation. Only the 10%, the likes of France, Switzerland, maybe Sweden, Portugal, Spain, England, Germany, Italy, and who else? No one. Maybe Russia or Croatia and all that. They are less than 15. So I think they really need to. FIFA need to look at that once again, to tell the federations that they need to change the format so that it brings in more competitions and all that. So I think with time, I'm sure it will change. I'm sure people have observed it too.
Yeah, they've observed it a long time. It will take time.
It will take time for them to change. So I think, because if you look at South America, look at the likes of Chile, Paraguay,
Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay,
Colombia,
come on,
and Ecuador. All of them are tough teams. Even Bolivia. If Bolivia gets to Europe, Bolivia is going to qualify automatically. So I think they really need to look at that, and generally. It's a shame for Europe to engage in such a qualifier.
All right, so viewers, once again, this Footnote Sports Stream, and we bring you the real analysis, the detail. Okay, so as we are getting to the climax of the program, I want us to look at Ghana versus South Africa. There has been some 1 or 2 instances that like things are like the match didn't go well. The penalty given to Ghana wasn't a clear penalty. So, and I learned even South Africa, they are trying to write a petition to CAF, and we know CAF is the president of CAF is from South Africa, but I don't think he's going to look at that to make a decision. And also, you see, this instance happened with Ghana in Uganda. The same thing, 2017.
Yeah, this thing has been happening quite a long time, because as long as there's no VAR, there are going to be a lot of controversies in the football. Even with VAR, there are still even controversies. So looking at the match, I don't think that the referee robbed anyone. So basically, even if his performance wasn't 100%, that I don't think it fell below 50%. It was around 70 to 80%, because it didn't take all the 50-50, he was spreading it across. Even if it's for Ghana, it takes it for Ghana. If it's for South Africa, it takes it for South Africa. I think South Africa, they are trying to be very bad losers, because there was a contact. Whether it was soft or not soft, that's not the case. It's at the discretion of the referee to take, because there was a clear holding of Daniel Amate, and it is the clear penalty. They understand, like, what do they expect coming to Ghana for such a cagey game. You don't expect the boys to give you.
But you could see the fans also did well. They went to the stadium.
The fans, and trust me, the players played to their maximum level.
But no. I was going to come to their performance. Do you think this match they played was?
Yeah, comparing to Ethiopia's game. After scoring one goal, there's now relaxed and we're now trying to jog around the field. But this time around, after even scoring the goal, you could see the players were running, even though the performance might not be that good.
And then Wakaso did for
I think around 70 minutes, you could feel that the juice out of Wakaso is almost done because he was now experiencing cramps and all over his body. So I think the players really worked hard. I've never seen Jordan running like what he did during the game, and like all the players were. You look the likes of Baba Rahman, because people were even talking about Baba Rahman's performance against Ethiopia. He was symbolic, but this time around he was trying to run. He was trying to like the players. Yeah, trust me. If you look at the face of Dana Lamate and.
But you see, Amate has not taken a spot.
Yeah, taking a spot because they realize that this is a do or die affair, and Ghanaians wouldn't have forgiven them.
We are hoping. We are hoping that they wouldn't change the squad because now with the next round, I think they should bring in Jonathan Mensah to come and help Amate. They should bring in more like good players to come and experienced players to come and help because I don't think this same squad they can play with the likes of Senegal, Cameroon. I don't think more. The northern side they have experienced players, teams that if you don't take care. But they also do not perform when they get to the World Cup.
That's the problem. You know, they try and scare off a lot of African teams, but when they get to the World Cup, it's like I don't know if they are looking at their stars as if they've not played football before. But I think Ghana's squad now, I don't think they can beat any of the top 6 teams in Africa. They can't beat Egypt.
If they don't put things in place.
Yeah, they can. Even when they put things in place, they really need to grind the results because. Trust me, if they play the first leg in Ghana, and with looking at our current goal scoring form, we only score like 2 goals, 3 goals, 1-2, and such a home and away fixture, 2 leg games, you need to score like 4-3 at your home. So when they meet Egypt, they meet Senegal, they meet the likes of Tunisia, Morocco. It's going to be Algeria. It's really going to be a tough game, and I pray that. And I hope that they play the first leg at our opponent's home. Then we can come back to Ghana and come and do the same thing as we did to South Africa and try to grind out the results to qualify. Because this particular qualification,
this habit of Ghanaians
calculators
do that calculation. If Morocco is able to score Nigeria 3-0, then automatically Ghana. We need to stop that behavior. If you score, you score. If you score, you score. And stop doing that calculation. If Senegal is able to score Egypt 7-3, and then Ghana is even draw with Cameroon, then automatically we are going to.
It's a joke.
What a shame!
Yeah, it's a shame for.
We need to stop that attitude, that behavior. We need to put an end to it.
Yeah, like Ghana is a football nation, and we qualifying to the quarter-final stage of the World Cup for World Cup.
We need to put an.
Yeah, we really need to sit up and take our destiny in our own hands.
Yeah, and try to do something.
Yeah, not to rely on other teams to play for us. It's a disgrace.
All right, to draw this curtain, viewers, we are going to tap on the Ghana Premier League. Let's see what happens. I like the results of the Ghana Premier League. As it stands, your team is still drawing. Yeah, I don't know if this season is draw for them, and they are 10th or 11th on the.
No, I think table. I don't know what is going on, but like. It's not personal, but I don't know what the referees are trying to do now against Accra. So I don't know if they are trying to try and have bad officiating against Accra for Kotoko to win the league or what. Because I don't understand. Because when you look at this week, I'll take it from Accra folks game. We are playing Aduana. You know, Aduana is a very experienced side, and they have good players and all that. But Accra as a folk never sit down until the bones are rotten. We started the game on the front foot. Within 10 minutes we scored our first goal. We created chances. I was watching the highlights. We don't have start times here in China, but I was watching the highlight. We created a lot of chances. We were hitting the bar here and there, but the equalizer for Ibiana Star.
Yeah, I don't know what the highlight.
Yeah, GFA need to question the referee, because how can you take such a penalty and also show a red card? The player never touched, the defender never touched the striker of Ibiana, and I don't know what they're.
But they were all going the same. And
the player fell. He was trying to protect the ball, and the player fell. The goalkeeper came for the ball. So it was a surprise to see such a bad officiating in our league. We want our league to grow. We want the players to. They are grinding out the result. Let's play like officiate it fair for them to exhibit their talent and know if they win, they've won. If they lose, they lose the game. But it didn't go on well. It's a shame. The GFA need to really look at that game and punish the referee accordingly. And also we look at Bebieni Gold Star versus Kotoko. It was a very big game because we know the excitement when it comes to Bebieni Gold Stars, because we're like they have the euphoria and it was a very brilliant game. But Kotoko always edge them out with experience and the tradition that Kotoko. It's a very experienced side, and they went to Dubai, and I saw Countryman Zongo. Countryman Zongo say Kotoko Dubai, but let's see, it's just 3 games. We have more. I think we have like 16 to 20 games to play. So let's see how the league takes up. But it's just early days yet, and I think Accra Great Olympics to won their game, and I'm also proud of the Royal Tamale United boys. They also won against the young boys of Wafa. So the league is going to be exciting, and I think
it's going to take shape from like the
10th game. And we all know how the Ghana Premier League is. Like it's always we take it to the last game. Then.
But then as opposed to they should set up, because this draw game.
But still,
we are not going to go anywhere with us.
but still, it's still unbeaten yet. So let's see how it goes. Unbeaten draw.
Okay, viewers, if you're watching us, this Footnote Sports stream, and we always bring you the best. You wouldn't get this anywhere, only in Footnote Sports stream. Once again, I'm Marcos, you can call me MC, and I have a big in the studio. Okay, viewers, we are going to draw the curtains, but before then, as usual, I'll let my guest give you 1 or 2 things he wants to share with you.
So I'm looking forward to this weekend EPL. The resumption of the EPL. To see more exciting games. Liverpool is going to play Arsenal.
And the new coaches.
The new coaches. Yeah, because I think I'm really going to stick and look at the tactics of all the new coaches, especially Steven Gerrard, because of my interest there. So. I think it's a very great week so far. I think there are a couple of international games to go to see if more countries are going to qualify. Because I think Argentina and Brazil has already qualified. Let's see Argentina's game to see if they could also qualify and pick a automatic spot. So it has been a great weekend.
All right, so to the newly appointed managers, we say all the best to you guys, and also the World Cup qualifiers. We hope to bring you more details of what is going on. All right, so viewers, if you're watching us once again, this Footnote Sports stream, and we say we present to you the real analysis. Viewers, thank you for watching us, and see you in our next episode. Bye bye. Peace out. Peace out.
Footnote. This is the time. I'ma make you scream. There's our time. There's our time.